Hello everybody, I'd like to share another junk journal that I finished. I don't have this one completely finished because I didn't put the beads on the strings or the buttons on the strings yet, but when the house is quiet and you've got that window of opportunity to make a video, you do it. So here we are, and this one is a single signature. I've got a soft cover, soft in that it's several layers of cardstock and paper collaged onto it. I did follow a video by Yvonne Preston, and so the style of the cover is similar to hers. I just used my own papers and lace, but I've got the collaged paper background, a row of lace here, some heavier lace along the spine just for reinforcement, and here's the back. And I've made a tag that has several layers to it. I've got a definition of the word gratitude and a fussy cut butterfly here, one of the labels, and this beautiful image of Peacock. And again, there's the back, and I've stitched all around. And if we open up inside, again, I've lined with digital printout paper. This is from an embroidery book, and I've just added some collage elements for color. This pretty peacock image, and on the back side of this I've stitched some of the crochet trim that came from an dresser scarf. And here on this side is a piece of the scarf that I've made into a pocket, and I've added a piece of lace and cut this crocheted from a doily into a circle and hand stitched some buttons on it and made a pretty detailed element there on the pocket and collaged the background here. And I've got this pretty dress for a tag, a journaling tag, and a journaling element here where you can write. There's a lot of space for writing in this journal. I do like to leave a lot of space for that, or you can add your own photos or embellishments. Here I've added some collage paper and a couple layers of crochet and some lace. And this image is one of my photographs, and I've just printed it out and attached it to the page, collaged some other elements that match the colors, and at the top added a little bit of crochet because I like some pieces to stick out along the top and along the bottom to create those interesting layers. And here we've got a typing book. Does anybody remember a typewriter? And that's a how-to typing book that nobody wants anymore. And I've collaged some paper on it, and this pretty paper with some lace along the edge. And inside this pocket I've got a tag. And this is a triple tag that is left fastened together, and I added the words "enjoy the moment" and a fussy cut butterfly, and I thought that would be cute to journal on, and I've stamped here. And this is a collage on book page. I've just layered book page, music paper, little scraps of scrapbooking paper, and this pretty bird image, a little piece of washi tape here with a bird on it, some lace, listen to the birds, and used blue thread. And I've attached that to a coffee dyed page here so that I've made a pocket. And I have this pretty greeting card, and I just cut the sentiment off of that and put that there for journaling. More book page from a quilt book. Loved that little girl image and that straw hat. And over here, tried to match up the colors a little bit. Just pleated up some torn strip of book page, ran some stitching down that, and a piece of lace up here at the top. And I've layered, this is embossed cardstock, a couple layers of that that's stitched on, and you could tuck something up under there if you wanted to, and if you were coordinated enough. And over here, I love this paper. I just think the colors and the design is beautiful. And on this page, some more trim that extends down beyond the page. Love the colors here. I love my blues. And here I folded the page in a way to get a pocket at the bottom, and then collaged this tag for journaling on the back. And over here, I've extended this page out beyond this one to create some interest here. This is from Shorthand Book. Do they still do that anymore, I wonder? This was from my mother's high school shorthand book. And here I've got a tuck spot or a pocket up at the top, and I've layered some more of that cardstock that I ran through the embosser, and added just a strip of fabric there just to add some color, little pop of color, and stamped Hope Happens. A nice place to journal here, and tuck that in. This is from, I was just doodling one afternoon with some watercolors and a very fine point pen, and I tore that down to fit and match the colors up on that pretty blue page. And I like how, again, you can see the different layers cascading down below. And here I ran a piece of book page through the printer, put this pretty bird on it, and this is a piece of paper with some vintage rickrack, some collage, and this I printed on vellum. And here I've taken the music paper, collaged it, and folded it up to make a pocket. And here I've made a collaged tag, added a piece of very old trim, and you could definitely collage on that. More collage and washi tape, and this is a book page, and this is the center of the signature. Love these colors and these beautiful flowers. More flowers. Reinforced this with some scrapbook paper and some washi tape. Stitched on this side, folded up and made another collaged pocket. And in this pocket, this gorgeous scraps that I made this journaling tag on, and backed it with coffee dye paper and this scrap piece of fabric, and then just layered here some sari ribbon and a little tag on the back, a little scrap of crochet, a button, but just something pretty. And over here I've made a pocket. And something I've taken on to learn something new is making wax seals. This is in the first batch that I made, and I was real happy with the results. I'm looking forward to that journey to learn how to incorporate those into the journals. I've just added a piece of scrap lace there and this pretty lady. And in this pocket, I took some scrap pieces and layered this label with the bird and did some heat embossing on this. A real elegant little scrap to journal on. And here I took this digital image and added my own scraps to the back of it, just to make it my own. And then on the inside did some stenciling. I'm not great at that, but I like to do it, and I like the colors on that. And over here did some stamping. That's one of my favorite stamps, is that wren. And over here, I love the colors here. I've just layered some scraps of paper. And I've got, this is probably my favorite layout spread in the whole journal. And I love this image and all of these colors. And here I've layered eyelet with some lace and hand stitched some old buttons on there. And just love that one. And this folds out. You could add another page to this and make the page a little bit wider if you like. And I've stenciled and tried to match up the colors in the Peacock. Over here, folded up and made another pocket, and I love to machine stitch, so there's more of that. And combined several scraps of paper to come up with another tag. And I used an oval scalloped punch to fold over the top. I don't have one of the whale's tails punches, so I decided to root around to see what I have that I could use, and came up with that, and I'm happy with that. And over here, I've got a double function page here. I've got this tuck spot where I folded this over, and then over here I've got a pocket. And I love this. I've taken this pretty printable and made it my own by using other collage elements to it. And then here, this is one of my own photos again, and I've digitally added a butterfly to it for interest, but you could journal there. And that goes in the pocket part of this page. And here, this is a thrift store find. I enjoyed those in the 70s and 80s. So you could journal there. And this pretty page with this beautiful pink scalloped crochet that came off of a vintage handkerchief. And then this light color on top of it. Over here, made a belly band. The background pink piece came off of a pillowcase. And then I added just this strip of scrap fabric, a strip of lace, stitched that on, and then stamped the butterflies. And again, I took some scrap digital, stitched that on, and then found some scrap pieces of paper to make this little mini journal, and stamped. And this can go back in behind the belly band or wherever. Over here, book page. And I tore down the middle of this piece. This was one piece of paper. Put this one here, this one over here. This one I just hit the edges of the flower with some Stickles glitter. And this a little along the edges of the white fabric ruffle. Again, coffee dye paper. And then I washi tape hinged this real pretty image that I found in a little book about fairies. And I didn't want to lose either one by gluing it down to a page, so I hinged that in. And I love the colors and all the elaborate design on this one. And this fairy with the gorgeous flowing hair, and she's throwing flowers and riding on a butterfly. I mean, who can resist that? So over here, I tried to stay in the same family of colors, and I've got another pocket and a butterfly. This pretty tag that I collaged, you could journal there. Some more collage and book page. And over here, this tips out. And here I've got vintage wallpaper that has a little bit of a shine to it, and it's embossed, and I've reinforced that. And I've got some pretty scraps in here inside this pocket that can be used to journal on or to add some more collage work inside the journal wherever. And there is another beautiful peacock and a bird page. And over here, the back of the journal, and there you have it. I just absolutely love making the journals. Not so swift at getting the videos done, but I'm working at it. So thanks for watching, folks. Take care of each other out there. Have a good day. Stay safe. Bye.